up and go. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Grab a cup of coffee or hot cocoa. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Grab a cup of Java or espresso. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Tina Valentina is the host, you see. She's as classy as she can be. The co-host Greg has a lot to say. Well, he wouldn't have it any other way. Grab a cup of coffee or espresso with the Long Island Breakfast Club show. I say rise and shine, get up and go. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Grab a cup of coffee or espresso with the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Another cup of Java or espresso. Another cup of coffee or hot cocoa. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hey, Jerry, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm back after 3 weeks sabbatical. Unfortunately, I was sick.
Uh-oh.
Feeling better, so thanks for sharing the desk with me today.
Pleasure.
Today is our usual Thursday. It is our Mother's Day show. It is also National Butterscotch Brownie Day, so go get one. And it is National Moscato Day, which is a great drink, right?
It sure is.
Do you know what it's made of? Because I don't, but I'm looking at grapes and
Yeah, it's basically like a wine.
like a wine. Yeah, so it's
champagne
National
kind of.
Moscato Day. Buy your friend or your mom or your sibling Moscato. I read up about Mother's Day in Italy because I always have these things that I love to read up on. And in Italy, it's a very festive day. It's called La Festa della Mamma, and it's all about appreciation. But it goes back to La Grande Madre. They call mom that day all day. La Grande Madre, the great mother. Don't you love that?
I do. We all have great mothers.
And it is a race in Italy today called Cerco Massimo, and
Meaning?
it's at an Italian racing stadium, and it means the great mom, something like that. And it's named after a goddess, Giannone of Juno. So in Italy, mom is really the La Madonna, the mother of the church, the giver of the spiritual life. And they have a festival today also called Mothering Sunday.
Very nice.
That's a lot about the mom.
Yes.
So I'm hoping for a special Mother's Day. And I say to my mom, thank you for all the care you gave me every day. And you rocked me in my arms and sent my bad dreams away.
That's very nice.
Do you have anything to say to your mom? She's here, so
Well, yeah,
I
mom
lost
is-
my mom.
She's,
so.
unfortunately, she's not here, but at least she's here. And she's going to be 92. So I do want to give a shout out. I know she's not watching right now, but I'll show her the video. And happy Mother's Day, Mom. I'll see you on Sunday. And you're my television mom.
Yes,
and,
I am your television mom.
yeah.
And
And
I
s-
love you.
And coming
My son.
here, yeah, hug. Coming here, I said, "What would Mom want?" Not flowers. Mom wants cannolis. So
Oh,
I brought
cannolis! Oh, thank you. We got cannolis
That's
for
right.
Mother's Day. Thank you very much,
You're
Jerry.
welcome.
Good to see you. I miss you.
It's always good to see you.
3
Good to be
weeks.
here.
I haven't seen you in a month.
Right, and
My
we
son-
have a
my
lot
son.
of work to do. A lot of things, the warm weather's coming, and I think that's getting everybody out of their funk, if you will.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is. Yeah.
We have one day on, one day off, but I think little by little the golf weather's coming. So
What'd you do
I'm
to your
happy
hair? It
about
looks a little different. It looks kind of nice.
I just,
You just kind
get
of
it ready
styled
for the show.
it a little
Here we are.
differently.
We're doing major television show. You gotta.
That's true. That's true.
That cannolis came from Patsy's, by the way, in Lindenhurst. So. if you
Oh,
wanna
very
check
nice.
out a really good
Patsy's
bakery.
in Lindenhurst. Go get your cannolis there for Mother's Day.
Yep. Lindenhurst, that's where everything's going on. Right?
Yeah.
It's,
So what are we going with first? Are we going to go with...
Well, our guest today is the Invisible Man. Good to see you.
Hello there, Katerina. We
Unintended.
hear you, but we don't see you.
No, Katrina is actually on.
Phone.
Yes, let's unmute her.
Hello, Katerina.
We had you muted, Katrina.
Oh, I didn't
Right, but we muted you.
Okay.
So.
Hi.
Hey, Katrina, where are you? On what exit on the Belt Parkway right now?
Oh, no, I got off the Bell Parkway quite a while ago. It was just stop dead traffic, you know. Sometimes things just don't work out
Well, it's
the way
true.
you want them to. But you know what? I think it's early Mother's Day traffic.
Could be.
Everybody's going to their mom.
Well, we'll miss you, and I'm sure you're dressed to the nines.
I am. I'll take a selfie for you.
Okay, and send it in. We'll put it on the post. But there you are. We have you on the screen. Preferred Health Magazine.
Now, for people who don't know, I mean, Katrina plays
Yes.
my ex-wife in the Fontanas, your daughter-in-law. So
Right.
this is just another example of you just
Oh,
not being a
Jerry.
good daughter-in-law. I mean,
Yeah,
I just,
you screw
I
me
don't know. I
again.
don't know what to say about this, Katrina. This
whole
is one of the
family's
reasons
here.
why we're divorced. You never treated mom right. It's
Well, I always knew that she hated me. Wasn't that a line in the...
It's hysterical, but it's true.
they
All my
say you married your
daughters-
mother, so I don't know. I don't want to.
It's a love-hate relationship.
Yes.
Right, Jerry? So, hey, I'm sorry, but, anyway, so, what's going on? What's going on? I got a lot of stuff going on. I just got cast and filmed my first scene with Chris DeMeo, William DeMeo's son, who is a phenomenal actor and writer and director. This is his first film, and he cast me as his mother. And it's a pretty deep, very, very deep movie.
Wow.
And it's a really great relationship between mother and son.
Wow, what's the name of it? Do you have the name of it yet?
It's called The Brotherhood.
Mm.
Yeah. And it's he's a really great writer. And, I'm really happy. He said, we aren't quite sure if it's going to be a feature or it could possibly go to series. So we'll see.
Very nice. When do you start filming?
We did.
You did?
We shot. We shot already. We started on Monday, and the scene we did 2 very emotional scenes. One, my eyes were teared up the entire scene, and it was really an emotional thing. I don't know where I'm getting it from because I don't have children, but I'm pulling it out of somewhere.
Well, congratulations.
That's great.
Thank you.
How does it feel
Yeah,
to
I'm
be
really
cast
happy.
as the mom in things now? I mean, you've been around acting for quite a while. Does that, there's different stages in a career. Like I was just cast in something where I'm playing Pop, and it's a little weird because, all of a sudden you're working with young actors. Does that, how do you feel playing the mom as opposed to?
I actually played a mom, and it was kind of a very similar scene about a mother kind of telling their son, please, try to find your way in life. And it was kind of a similar situation and very emotional.
Right.
And the director, it was called Saturday in the Park, the movie. Larry Romano from King of Queens. He was on King of Queens. He wrote and directed it. And it was a really emotional scene. And this is similar. It's similar.
Nice.
And it's if it goes like this with this really great writing and very emotional, like this, it's going to be really great. And of course, I have to add a little twist with a little bit of humor just to break things up a little bit.
Now you have your film festival coming up too, right?
My film festival is next Sunday, May 19th. And it's at the Secret Room on 707 8th Avenue between 44th and 45th in Manhattan. And the film starts...
It's at the Secret Room?
The
So you
Secret
can't tell us
Room.
where it is?
It's a secret.
Now, what's the name on the
It's
buildings?
a very cool space. It's kind of like a speakeasy, and
Nice.
it's similar to the Cutting Room where I used to have my festival, and it used to be called the Cutting Room International Short Film Festival. Now, since we're not doing it at the Cutting Room anymore, this is our 6th year, and now we're doing it in this space. It's bigger. It's a bigger back room, bigger venue.
Is
and
there a
it
secret
seats-
password to get in?
It seats about 200 people, where the Cutting
Wow.
Room didn't fit that much. And we're also offering a brunch with if you buy 2 blocks of films, you get free brunch and 2 mimosas.
Wow.
And so, yeah, it's a really good deal. So each block is $20. If you buy 2 blocks, $40, you see 4 hours of films. You meet the filmmakers, and you eat. And you eat.
What's
You
better
can't-
than that?
you-
Well, so
What's
important.
better than that? So
Right.
you're basically getting free brunch and free drinks, whether you drink or not. You
Cool.
know, we could do non-alcoholic. But, you know, for the new space, I wanted to have a nice special for people to get used to this space. I just had an event there. It was for me. It wasn't my event. It was because I was on the cover of a magazine. I think you have that picture up.
Yeah, we had
Right.
it up. Mhm.
Yes, I was on the cover of Preferred Health magazine, and they gave me a really, really nice 6-page spread.
It was
In
beautiful.
the magazine, and it was all Q&A about, you know, what I went through with the 2 different cancers. One, the breast cancer in 2015, and then last year, 2023, I came down with the stage 4 cervical cancer. Oh, well, it wasn't easy.
I know. I remember when we
So,
talked
yeah.
when you first had it, and you're doing very well with everything, right?
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
Yes.
We have to, in Italian, we spit and knock wood, right?
Okay,
Yep.
but then you were on the
So,
billboard.
Still a lot of spitting, and thank God
Yeah.
that I made it through, because, you know, stage 4 is not
Yeah.
not something to
No.
you know, no. Anyway, so on Better Things,
Yeah.
I'm doing great.
That's great.
And and they also put this giant billboard
Yes.
up in Times Square.
Which
That's
was
really cool.
that had to be the best day, let me tell you.
Oh my God! When they called me to be on the cover of this magazine, they knew about my story and the cancer and everything, and they asked me. And they told me it was going to be in the spring. I said, well, what month? They said April. I said, ooh, that's my birthday month. Can we have the cover party around my birthday? And she said, absolutely. So I did it. It was like a day after my birthday. And it was probably one of the best birthdays I've ever had in my entire life, because last year I was hooked up to chemo.
Right.
Yeah, I remember that.
And radiation, 6 hours of my, on my birthday. And the first week of April, they're like, okay, we're going to schedule your treatments now. You're going to have 28 rounds of radiation, 5 rounds of chemo. It'll take about 3 months or so. How does April 25th sound? I said, well, I was born on that day.
Right.
No. Oh, no.
Isn't it
So,
nice
yeah.
when you go through these things and come out the other side? It just makes you that much more grateful
Definitely.
That's
for
why
every
I'm
day.
saying that this was the best birthday. I had tons of family and friends, and I had my artwork. I'm an artist. I'm a painter. So I had a silent auction. I sold all my artwork, and
Terrific.
and they gave me an award. I was like, wow.
What a difference a year
They
makes.
called me a beacon. I said,
Oh,
"I'm a
isn't that
beacon?"
nice? That's a nice compliment. Yes.
I wish we had some
Wow,
wine.
I'm a
We could.
beacon.
could
Oh,
Yeah.
I cried. I
Normally
cried a
we
lot
do,
that
but
night.
we forgot it today.
Oh.
Now our other guest on the show actually just walked in, and
Yes.
so to
Okay.
Introduce Audrey.
hang on.
Throwing me off?
Well, yeah, you're
No,
still
no,
there.
you're on. Audrey Ihorn.
Einhorn, yes.
And your husband is Michael.
Yes.
And they own this beautiful Royalton mansion. And I'm going to let her talk about it in a few
Sure.
minutes. And they're having some big shindig for the first Mother's Day brunch.
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
And yes, so go ahead.
So yes, we are the Royalton Mansion in Roslyn Heights. We own the business, not the property. Wish we owned the property, but no, it's 10 acres in Roslyn Heights. So we do own the business, which is the Royalton, and we are also the Royalton on the Greens in Melville. The caterer is there as well, and we wanted to give back to the brides, and we said, you know what? Let's hold an event this year for Mother's Day. Let's, see if the brides will come around from the last 5 years, 10 years, 15 years.
Sure.
And yes, we've gotten a really nice reservation list that's
great.
coming up on Sunday. A lot of brides had reached out. I blasted it all over social media.
I know. I saw all your
Everywhere.
things. Beautiful.
YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, boosted posts. I'm involved in all the moms groups and
Yeah, that's great.
restaurant
Yes.
groups, Dine Long Island. So been blasting it away for the last 4 weeks. And here we are, and we're really excited to host this beautiful brunch. Very exquisite, elaborate menu, including sushi and shrimp, unlimited brunch alcoholic cocktails.
Jeez.
Yes, and we're
Decadent
excited.
desserts.
Oh,
Yeah, decadent desserts.
decadent, yes.
So now, will you do a brunch every Sunday going forward or no?
Not sure yet.
Okay.
I'm talking about, definitely in the works, trying to convince my husband, who is the business owner, you know what? This has been successful. What do you think? Let's, start doing some Sunday brunches.
Yes.
I think it needs to be more of a themed brunch.
Right. Every month, maybe once a month.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking once a month do a theme, contemplating a couple of ideas.
Well, if you need anything, we have tons of performers
Tons of-
right now. Here we have,
Yes.
what are you, 3 performers in one?
Are you?
Elvis.
Oh,
And
are
a lot of
you?
different things.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's
okay.
3 different things.
Oh, all right. So yeah, I'm definitely thinking of the theme. So we could,
Yeah, definitely.
think about that together.
Yeah,
'Cause-
and we have some other performers that come on the show too.
oh, you do?
Normally, somebody sings before the show or the end.
Oh, well, I love a good collaboration.
Yes,
I'm
so
all about
we're gonna
collaborating.
we'll be in touch.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
definitely.
So yeah, we're definitely very excited to be hosting this beautiful brunch, and hopefully it'll be a decent day because outside we have a beautiful courtyard and garden area.
It looks gorgeous.
Yeah, so you also can, take a little stroll, walk around, sit outside, have a cocktail. Brides also get married in the summer, there, spring, and the winter also, because we put up a clear tent, so you're looking up at the sky.
Beautiful.
Wow.
We have a clip. We have a
Oh,
photo.
Wonderful.
Also,
Yes.
what about your lunches? Is it just lunch and dinner normally, or is it dinner only?
Oh, for a Mother's Day?
No, regular, just not Mother's Day.
No, so we are not a restaurant.
Oh,
We are,
So
there we are.
What is that picture?
look at that beautiful picture.
That's a picture of a wedding.
gorgeous.
That's a picture of a wedding. It could be one day that we start to do a specialty dinner, maybe during the week. That is something that we're definitely thinking about doing.
That's great. If you do it once a month, that's another thing where you
Even-
have time to
Right.
get the people interested to come.
Exactly. So I think, again, it needs to be a theme
Mhm.
because we are a wedding venue.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. But yes, that's a picture of our one of our weddings.
Very, very, very nice.
Oh, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
So normally it's just weddings.
Well, it's 98% weddings. We also do a lot of corporate business as
Oh,
well with
meetings.
the hospitals.
Right.
Yeah, no, actually with Northwell Health, they host their holiday parties with us.
Nice.
Their graduation dinners, a lot of meetings, and also now I've been getting into production. Yes, prior to COVID, Stars Power used our Royalton for their holding space and catering space because we also have a very large parking spot. So right after COVID, I started, trying to think out of the box as well. What else, type of business can we do?
Right.
Because weddings are primarily on the weekend. So what could we fill up during the week?
Right.
And then you had the film strike.
Right.
So that was also took a long time. But Netflix now has used us last week for a show. I'm not going to say what show, but they used us for a day. And now next week, another Netflix show is using us for holding space and catering space.
Using the mansion.
Yes, using the mansion. Yeah. So last week for the day, not only did they use us for the parking lot, inside they came and they ate. They can't eat our food because it's all union, but they needed space for over 100
Right.
people to eat their breakfast, their lunch,
Oh, nice.
use the bathrooms, and then also have a space for their wardrobes.
Well, this is
That's
another
great.
thing this gentleman does. We're both in a upcoming.
Yes,
Event?
we
Tell
are
her
both
about
in
it.
the Fontanas, which is a TV series I've created, and we're
I'm so
pitching around
excited.
right
I'm
now.
his mom.
So we,
Oh.
in fact, here's
How lovely!
look at this.
I'm still here.
Oh, hi!
Here's the first 2 episodes for season 2. I figured
Yeah, that's-
I'd bring
that's-
those to show you. So,
So
there's
who-
a lot of secrets in there.
Right,
that-
so that's nice. So we'll definitely
Yeah.
be talking.
Yes,
that's
it looks
for
like a
you.
beautiful
I gave
place.
You everything to
Oh,
look
it's
at.
oh, thank you. It's absolutely
I wanna
beautiful. It's
go
even
myself.
prettier
It sounds
inside.
it looks so nice.
Yes, and upstairs actually we have a beautiful bridal suite, groom's room, parents' room, another 2 big offices, conference room where we also do. When you book the wedding with us, you're doing a menu,
Right.
tasting. So it's beautiful. It's absolutely so. Definitely, the Royalton Mansion is something to see, and not only weddings, obviously.
Right.
So getting into pivoting in other directions,
Right.
which I think is
Interesting.
important.
That
I know.
is
I know the
great.
wedding deal. I've got a daughter getting married and another one on the way. So
Oh well, we'll
I
definitely
think
talk.
I got to. Well, yes.
Yes, we'll definitely talk.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think that you need to pivot. You need to change with the times, and you need to pivot in other directions to keep increasing business and making
Absolutely.
it fresh and new.
And the COVID kind of helped us, a few of us doing that, because we were forced to do some other things. Correct?
Right. Has the wedding environment changed much
It has.
as a result of COVID?
It has.
You-
Well, obviously, we were closed for about 2 years from the government.
Right.
We were closed for a while. It was very tough, very very tough. A lot of people went out of business, but we survived. I mean, everything we have is in our business.
What do you feel is the most significant change in the way weddings are being booked and conducted now versus then?
There was an uptick last year of weddings. So we found out that last year was an uptick of weddings. It was probably about a 17% increase last year because no one was really getting married.
Right. There, it was a backlog.
There's a backlog of people. But we made it that, okay, well, this year we still have to hit those numbers. Like, that's our new number that we need to hit.
Right.
So I said, okay, well, how are we going to do that? If we're down a couple of weddings, if we're down 3 or 4 weddings, how are we going to make up that revenue? Right? So here we are. We're doing production. We're doing this Mother's Day theme.
Which I think is great.
Yep. Next, we'll do I'm hoping to do maybe a boozy brunch on a Sunday. And another theme I would like to get into, because we have the beautiful outside courtyard and garden, is maybe an upscale cigar night with
very
scotch
That's
and
very popular,
cognac.
yep.
Right. So I'm also thinking about that as well.
Terrific. Well, you have to keep us in the loop. I cannot make Mother's Day because the family already said no to me.
Okay.
But when you do the next event, me and my boyfriend are coming.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, because we really want to be there.
Oh, wonderful.
But
We
I-
have to come and visit.
Yeah, and come and see the place, right?
Oh.
Now, do you do photography? Do you let people take pictures on your rounds and all that?
Well, that's funny that you're asking that because I saw a bride was actually inquiring about that.
Yeah.
That
that's
they
another
want-
piece of the business.
That's right. Somebody that, we can rent out our space just for a couple of hours with their photographer.
Yes.
Because also people want beautiful spots to take pictures.
Right.
Not everybody, can have a wedding at the Royalton Mansion. You have all different price points in wedding
Absolutely.
venues.
Yes.
But, if you can't afford to do the wedding there,
Some
and
photography.
well, maybe we could do some pictures there.
Right. Well, I did some marketing for the Planting Fields Arboretum. So if you ever need anything, I do that on the side. And I
Yes.
do help a lot of people. We do some wacko stuff and some really special stuff.
Sure.
I'm
Now, you
sure
said how
you're in
many
the
acres is it?
specialty.
Valentina, hello.
Acres
Yes.
of property.
10
Hi,
acres of
could I
property.
just, I'm
beautiful.
still here. Can I just tell the people how to.
Yes, I'm
purchase
sorry.
tickets
Yes,
for
I
the
thought
film
we were going to
festival.
do
We're
that.
gonna wrap it up.
We were
She
going to
usually
wrap.
does that at the end.
We
but
usually wrap it up at the end, but go ahead because I know you're in traffic.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that I was gonna come back.
Yeah,
All
so
right,
go
okay.
ahead, finish it up, and then we'll let you go and get back on the road.
Okay. All right. So, to get to purchase tickets for Venus on Broadway, it's going to be really special because it's the very first film festival ever on Broadway. So, in the Broadway district, it never has happened before. One of my other festivals, I had the very first Italian film festival in Las Vegas. So I like to do first. So in order to purchase tickets for this, you go on, because I have a magazine, it's called Indie Film Online. So it's indiefilmonline.com, and you just go into purchase tickets, and it has the blocks right there, all the blocks. There's 4 blocks of films. There's about 10 films in each block because they're all shorts. And then if you purchase 2 blocks of films, you get free brunch. So,
Are you only showing shorts, or will there be any features?
no, there's no features because I didn't have the time.
Right.
I'm probably gonna stream a few because there was actually a film that you showed. It's Love Bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that in your film festival, and it's really good. I was showing the trailer because I just didn't have room.
Right.
But they're up for an award too. They're nominated.
Yeah,
And
terrific
it's going to
film.
be a lot of fun. I'm also honoring Bobby Moresco, who is the writer, the Academy Award winning writer of Crash and $1 Million Baby. So if you come to the awards, the Red Carpet Awards, we have past hors d'oeuvres, and you can meet Bobby Moresco and take a picture with him on the red carpet.
It's great.
Yeah.
So the only way they can order the tickets is to go onto Indie Film, or they can do it other ways.
IndieFilmOnline.com. Yeah, that's the way you get the tickets.
What about for the dinner? What about for the evening, just for the awards?
It's all there.
Okay.
All of there's a ton of different, if you want 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks.
What time
whatever
do
you
your
want.
doors open? What time does it start?
The doors open at 9:30 in the morning because the films start at 10.
Okay.
They start at 10 in the morning and they run till 6:45. So it's 4 blocks of films at about 10 films each block. So we have we're showing a lot of films, and those were only films. We also up for awards are scripts and podcasts and a whole lot of great stuff. And my festivals are always a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're coming. We're all coming. I'm probably
Yay.
taking an Uber or something, but we'll see you there.
Okay, I'm so happy. Well, there's some people coming from Long Island. Hop a ride with them.
Oh, I know that. But
Yeah.
I'm coming with a trio, so we're too many to hop a ride with. We'll come along.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'll
You'll
talk to you
get
about
there.
it. Yeah, I'll talk to you about it tomorrow. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you so much for having me. I'm going to come in person one day. I just,
Yes, no problem.
Everybody
Traffic.
was on the road today.
All
Yes.
right. Be safe. Get home safe.
All right. Thanks so much.
Take
Okay.
care,
Thanks for
Katrina.
having me.
All right.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
She had a real nightmare. She left 2 hours ago. She lives in Jersey, so
Oh,
The Bell Parkway
It took me an
supposedly-
hour from Oceanside.
that's crazy.
An
Yeah.
hour.
Wow.
Over an hour. Yeah. Oh, you're
Traffic
on the
is,
air still?
yeah.
Yeah. Are we on the air?
No,
Oh.
we are. Yes.
Yeah,
We're
oh,
on the air
yeah,
now.
yeah, we're on the air.
Oh, we're still on there.
Oh,
okay,
yeah, we're
great.
live.
Well,
We're-
love
we're
your
not
outfit.
live.
I love black. We
Oh,
we
black
didn't
is
plan
the theme
it,
today.
and we all dressed the same in
You
black.
would think Mother's Day would be like
Well,
little
No, I'm not a
brighter
pink
and-
person.
It's,
So,
well, hey,
but,
I was
hey.
invited to a Mother's Day communion, and I
Thank
was
you.
told I have to wear pink.
Oh, so how did that go?
Well, I didn't do it yet.
Oh.
I'm going to do it. I'm
Right.
going to buy a pink scarf. Or something.
Okay, pink scarf is
But
good.
isn't that funny that today the young people,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
they're crazy, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
yeah,
why don't we Why don't we show the clip from the Fontaines?
Sure,
I put
okay.
a new clip together. It shows.
I can't wait to see it. I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen this one. This one shows a little bit more about
I'm so glad you're here
the
to see
meat and
this, too.
potatoes of
Yes,
what the
the
story's
Fontana
about.
is.
So-
Our new show. It's going to be like a series.
Oh, and
Yeah.
who's going to be producing it?
Me. We shot 7 episodes of the series, and now we're going into season 2. I've got a couple of pitches out
For
to try and get it sold.
right to who?
I can't really say.
Okay.
I don't want to say.
Okay,
But it's out there if anyone
but it's out there. You're hoping
It's
one
out
of the
there.
streaming
This
will
per-
pick it
This
up.
person's aware of it. We're also pitching another film
Oh,
that is connected to the French Connection and Louis Cirillo.
exciting!
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Yeah, so we're hoping to.
Well, maybe I could try out for a spot.
Absolutely.
So you're an actress as well.
Hey, gotta pivot in all the directions.
Absolutely, honey. There you
Right.
go. You're looking at the man.
Gotta pivot.
Exactly.
Why not?
That's so many people that we know, they do it all, whether they're writing, directing, acting, singing. So
And it's
yeah,
a
you
fun-
have to. You used to say don't spread yourself too thin, but I always look at entertainers of the past. When
Right.
you looked at the Frank Sinatras, the Dean
Right.
Martins, all these guys, they would
Right.
tap dance, they would sing, they would dance. They were so super talented. So,
Yes. Well, you might want to take a look at the Royal Tim because, like I said,
Oh,
building
we
has
will
it up
definitely
there.
take a look at it.
Absolutely.
So
We're
you
coming.
might and again, the Royalton Mansion is from the 1920 time period. It was built in the Prohibition time period.
Nice.
A family really did live there, the Moore family. So then, it was vacant for a very long time. Then it became the Roslyn Country Club, and it was pretty run down. And then when my husband took it over almost 20 years ago, he rebuilt it to its glorious status as it is now. But there's a lot of history behind it.
And it still holds on to that history. So
It
if
still
someone was
holds-
going to film retro, that's still there, right?
Yes,
That's good.
absolutely.
Don't
It has
lose that.
it has a lot of history. In fact, there's a secret door behind the bar that leads down actually to our wine cellar, where 1920 during the Prohibition time it was actually somebody's safe, and we still have the door
Wow.
from 1920.
That's
It's a
terrific.
huge vault door, weighs a ton, but it's really cool. And it's something
wait
that
to
will
come.
stay there. Yeah,
Right.
it's really
and things
interesting.
like that can be desirable from film companies, productions. They're going to want.
Yeah, I actually
kind
have a video about the Royalton mansion on, it's on TikTok, it's on Instagram, it's on the Facebook page
Right.
of the Royalton Properties, and it goes through everything. It's really a great video. So that's like my production video.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, the Google Drive. But it's really interesting to see. It's got a lot of character and history behind
Oh, I
it.
saw just from everything I researched.
Yeah, you definitely. I would love for the two of you to
we're
come
gonna
and
come.
take a tour
We'll
and have
definitely
coffee
come.
with me.
Yes.
Yeah,
definitely.
for sure. Now that you're pitching this idea for
Absolutely.
your
And you never know,
series.
right.
And I'll tell you,
Yeah.
ever since I joined the film festival as a volunteer, that's how I met Jerry. I'm in 3 films already, and I was never an actress, and I am now.
Very interesting.
And I tell you, it's all about life. When you get older, you have much more bold. You're bolder.
I agree.
You step out of your comfort zone.
You have to. You have
And,
to
you
step
know-
out of the comfort zone. Listen, I worked in the garment industry for 20 years. That's where, I was about. My husband was in the catering business.
Which
not
is a
me.
tough business.
It's a really tough business. We've been through a lot of obstacles the last 20 years. A lot of challenges, a lot of obstacles.
But that's where you learn from. You learn from the obstacles, the failures, and then
Yep, you learn. And you know what? We're still here. We're still standing.
Exactly.
Yep.
We're still going. We're still moving ahead.
maybe
And
eventually you'll own the property.
I don't think so.
That'd be nice. That's a tough one.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I don't think so, but that's
Probably
okay.
worth.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Right.
It's still good.
Yeah,
Still-
but yes.
it's still good. It's great. But it's he's responsible for anything
geez.
inside and outside.
He's amazing. But one thing I didn't tell you is that this story about the Fontanas is Jerry's real life history.
Well,
Sort of.
Oh, I like. Oh,
she says this all the time.
Oh, I like to hear about it. So
it's
what is your life
loosely-
history?
It's loosely based
On
on
him.
my family structure.
which I have no idea about. So I love to hear about
You'll
it.
have to come
Right.
to our first opening of the series.
You'll
When will that be?
Well,
glad to-
let's show the clip,
All
and
right,
then we'll
see
get
if we
into
can
a
get
little
her
bit
more
about
interested.
what-
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Years ago, your father opened this pizzeria with money he took from the mob. Only no one knew he had it except your brother's wife's uncle.
Carmine?
Him and your father had a lot of shit on each other.
It's filled with these tapes, 2 full tapes. I figured they were blank. Boy, was I wrong. It was conversations between Frank and Pat. Sinatra sounded furious, probably drunk, and he admitted it all. The mob ties, everything. I figured if someone knew I had them, I'd be dead. I don't want to be dead. I don't care about the truth. I just want them for what they're worth.
He's late.
He'll be here.
Yeah, I don't like this, and then I don't trust him either.
I don't trust anybody, but we have what he wants. Relax. He'll be here.
Yeah, we got what he wants, but I'm giving this guy about 1 more minute, then I'm out of here. I got things to do.
Take it easy, all right?
The police! Nobody move! That's actually a series of clips strung together.
Interesting.
What basically is happening in these clips is the family is just an everyday family, an everyday Italian third-generation family, and their father dies in the beginning of the series, and then they uncover that the father had a lot of connections with certain people that they didn't know. So that scene on the dock is actually taking place in 1968. It's the whole story is connected to something the father got involved with back then, which I know it's hard to hear in here, but it's connected to Frank Sinatra.
Interesting.
So we're trying to get Sinatra's estate interested.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, I mean it's a tall order, but because there obviously is a mob connection, which I know that they tried to distance themselves from.
Right.
But the story goes in a direction that I think if we can get it to them and really pitch it to them,
Right.
I think they will see that it's done with respect to Sinatra and not in a way that makes him look bad. So I don't even know if Valentina is full. You know, you learn your lines, you come in, you do your scene.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
So where are you filming it?
all over Long Island, but it's based primarily out of Lindenhurst. We film a lot. I'm from
Where?
Lindenhurst,
Right.
so
So like where? Like
Uh,
what's the location?
Well, pizzeria, a very nice
Yeah.
restaurant.
right.
My house, you know.
Well, why don't you use the Royalton to film?
We would love to.
Yeah.
We'll definitely talk because just looking at the picture of it and what you're describing, and we do transcend different points in history. So there's a lot of flashbacks into the past, the father, the grandfather.
Oh, you're gonna absolutely love it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's definitely that's something that we could definitely collaborate on
Connect,
together.
connect, connect,
Connect,
see?
connect, connect. I'm all about
It's
the
all about- and
collaboration.
this one connects
Yes.
everybody. You are
I'm a-
like
I'm a
So
connector,
how did you
yeah.
find me? You found me on Instagram. You saw my post
Yes, and Facebook.
and Facebook. You saw
And
me.
I love mansions because, as I said, I worked with.
I love
planting
mansions.
fields. My
Who
daughter.
doesn't love mansions?
My daughter ran the planting fields for years.
Okay.
Now she moved. She's in Maryland.
Okay.
So I keep in touch with a lot of these little types of mansions.
Yes.
And it's just who I am.
That's
as you
great.
know,
That's interesting.
I love to reach out and see things, and sometimes
So
I
do
get
I.
him a site. Right?
Yeah,
It depends.
I mean, yep.
I mean, you know, we've done it in the doctor's office, right? We've done it. I can't even
Doctor's
think of all the
office.
different places.
Cast members have donated their locations, their office buildings.
Beautiful homes.
Spazzo's Pizzeria in Lindenhurst is the family owns a pizzeria, so we film out of Spazzo's, and now we just added Pinot Wine Bar, in
And
Lindenhurst
also
is gonna be
that other beautiful restaurant in that Angela
Spezia.
Right.
Spezia.
So, right.
Yeah.
So you thought the Royalty Mansion, that area, was a restaurant. 'Cause
I
it was
did.
So
I'll
beautiful.
be honest with you. I didn't know it was. But then
But it can be.
one of the gals that works with me, Therese, she
Right.
was just there at a wedding. She goes, "You're having them on?" I was just there at a wedding.
Yeah.
So that's how I realized it was not a restaurant.
But
And then when we had a conversation, I was like, "This
Right.
is great. You do everything, you know."
yes, that's where I want to go. You know,
Mhm.
that's something I want to go into. So the brunch is the first, hopefully, of many. And
Good.
we'll,
Yeah, that's
and we'll
great.
take it from there because we'll talk about what I want to do with the upscale, cigar night.
Yeah,
Now
that's
you have
beautiful.
two seatings for this brunch. I saw.
I do. Yep,
Nice.
I do. 11:30 and 1:30.
which is nice. Some people like to do it early. Some people like
And
to
it's
go out
going to
later.
be extensive. You have to really come hungry.
Oh, definitely. And
Yeah.
you know what I love about these kind of places is, for me, I like the ambiance, but I also
Yes.
like to bring in music, because
Yes, we
music
will have
sells the
music.
whole thing. You
Yes.
know, it just helps.
Yes.
And I always say you're paying for the dinner, but you're getting the music for nothing.
Yes, we have to. We will have music.
That's
yes.
nice.
Yes,
Very nice.
absolutely.
And I can help you with that too because I have a band. So
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, you do?
we'll definitely
You
talk
play in a
after
band?
this,
Yeah.
yes. So
So you sing, you act,
He's Elvis,
you're
I
Elvis,
sing, I write,
and he's a country
I
guy.
direct.
and you direct.
Yeah.
So have you been on any type of featured films that like we would know of on any of the streaming channels?
Back in the day when I was younger, I did a lot of, was on soaps and
Oh, you were?
Law
You
and
on
Order.
soap?
Nothing featured, just, you know, small background stuff. And then I got out of the industry for a long time.
Okay.
Got more involved with Long Island theater, did a lot of local theater.
Definitely, yes.
Acted, yeah, for many years in local theater. And, you know, I was married, raising a family, so I sort of took a back seat with it. When I got back into it, I'm a strange performer, because I know a lot of actors and their goal is to act, so they audition for a lot of things. I learned early on that I wanted to create my own work. I wanted to perform, and the way I realized to do that as often as possible was to create my own work.
Right.
So for 10 years I ran a murder mystery company, and I wrote and produced murder mysteries. We went all over the tri-state area performing these on stage. We did hundreds of shows, and it was just that way to create and act.
And be your
Not
own
to-
boss.
Right, you didn't have to rely on somebody to cast you.
That's a big thing.
So then I got more into the music, and I did a lot of one-man shows musically. And then I realized I wanted to make films. So
for
in
you.
2017, I wrote and directed and produced my first feature film, and it's been just snowballing since then.
Yes,
So
and I've
out
been
of-
in two of them with him now. I mean, that other
Wonderful.
one we did
Right.
was great.
Produced a play which was about a band, and that's where my band came from.
Was it on Broadway, off Broadway?
No, it was just local.
Local.
And we did it right before COVID,
Mm-hmm.
so we filled 2 theaters.
Wonderful.
And then COVID hit. So,
Yeah.
you know what happens? You there's the business aspect and the creative aspect of it. And
Correct.
if I lack in any area, it's that I don't pursue the business end of it. I write the play, I put it on, it's successful, and then I go, okay, I
What's
did
next? Yeah.
that. I did it. I accomplished
Yeah.
what I wanted to
What am I
accomplish.
going to do next?
Taking it and putting it off Broadway on. Now it becomes a business. That's not as much fun to me. I want
Oh
to
no,
create.
it's not. It's hard
Right. I
Right.
want to create the next
because
thing.
you're a creator. You're very creative.
Right.
And then he featured out all of us in a play for the babies from Vietnam from years ago that came over when the plane crashed and the babies were in the water.
Well, that
We
was
were
something
big-
somebody else wrote, but I
But you were
directed
there
it
to help
and-
us
right.
put it. We put a
Right.
production on. I mean, I couldn't believe, and it was beautiful. Everyone loved it, and no one knew about it. That's the sad part. This is history, and this little old lady,
Right.
Lana Noon, got in touch with me, and I got in touch with him, and
Right.
it was absolutely unbelievable.
Oh, wow.
Creativity is a blessing and a curse, because when I was young, I took architecture in college, and it was like monotonous to me. You're designing, you're
Yeah.
looking, and I was like, you know, I look at a dentist, he goes in and does the same thing every day. When you're in a creative environment,
It's different.
it's different every day. You're working with different people. There's so much beautiful stuff that comes out of everything you're involved in.
Right.
And then it's the people you meet, like with this whole thing with
Right.
the Vietnam thing. They wound up finishing it up at the museum in Garden City with all the airplanes. And
Well, that story was amazing. When,
Yes.
when you came to me with that story, I was
I mean,
like, I had
it-
no idea it even.
And this
took
little
place.
old lady was ringing my bell, telling me I need help to do this, you know. And 2 years later, I don't know how, but it came
Right.
off, you know.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
So, but
And
I
now
want
we're
to
going
show.
to a mansion. Now we're
Yes,
going to go see
I
a
want to
mansion.
show
So
the
then
clip
every
because
day
I
there's
want this
something new.
lovely woman to see the clips of the Montana,
Thank you.
the Fontana women.
Sure, I'd
Just
love
show
to
the
see it.
picture
I
of
didn't
the
even know this
Fontana
one.
women.
Let's
It's not a
check it
clip.
out.
There we
Oh,
are.
okay.
Those are all the women in
I
the
love it.
Fontanas.
Now, in the middle there,
I love it.
behind there's it says Angela. That's Katrina, who was just on the phone.
Okay.
Maria plays one of the women who is
Sort of like
friends
a
with
little
Carla.
sex pot.
Yes, and
I love it.
at the bottom.
Carla's
it.
another.
Charlene and Nora play two of the sisters-in-law.
Okay.
And then, of course, at the top there is Jackie, who plays the mom.
And most of them hate me in the movie. Yes.
In the movie, that's very funny.
It's a Marie Barone kind of, like on Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yes,
Right.
they said I have to be like her.
They don't hate her.
Right.
She's just.
Annoying.
I know this is
That's
cable, so I
okay.
can say you're a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
It's all good.
So that's what we are doing. I mean, I saw it,
Oh,
and this
good.
all happened to me by accident.
Well, I think
Um,
it's exciting.
This is your gift. This is my
Oh.
story
Thank you.
of what happened to me after getting the big bad boot right here, getting kicked in the ass. So this is for you, and then there's also another book for you here.
Thank you.
This is how I started writing. Both books
Uh-huh.
were from job losses.
Sure.
That's how it started.
Sure.
And now this
Thank
book led
you.
to this, and that,
how long have
this
you been doing
led
this?
to the Fontanas.
Very good.
4 years I'm doing this,
The Breakfast Club.
yes, and 2.5 with Jerry
Yeah.
on filming, but 3 years.
And you're a big part of. I also run a film festival.
Yes.
In our 6th year.
Yes,
So
you should come
we have
in
the New York
October.
Long Island Film Festival. It's the 6th year this year, and you're a big part of that. You're a
Yes,
sponsor.
I love it,
I want to
yeah.
give a little shout out to anybody who wants to sponsor the film festival too, because we're giving away. Everybody who sponsors will get a bunch of tickets to the festival.
And
we have
it's
a
so much
lot
fun.
going on this year. We're
Sounds
adding
like
so
a lot
much
of
new
fun.
stuff.
Where
so
will it be?
Lindenhurst, and it's 4 days now this
It's
year.
going to be 5 this year.
and that he takes over Lindenhurst. I mean, that's basically
Very
what
nice.
happens
that's the goal.
for a week.
Sounds
Right,
great to me.
And then we never go home. I mean, we have a ball, but we
Right.
get to see different movies. Some you might not like, some you do.
Yeah.
And when you're in one of them, it's even more exciting because you invite everybody to come.
It's great.
Well, mainstream films aren't doing great anymore. And I do you go to the movies?
No.
You used to, though, right? I'm sure.
Many, many, many years ago. And
Right.
no, now we could just buy it on Apple and sit in my own house and
Relax.
relax and chill out.
Exactly.
So, yeah. Now, when you watch things on streaming, are you loving them the way that you did when they first came out? It was like, wow, this is great.
No, in fact, we have every streaming channel. We go through this every night. My husband and I. We have Netflix, Hulu, Apple, Paramount, Peacock. I mean, Netflix, and we can't find a movie to watch. I'm like,
Nope.
we're going through literally 10 streamers here, and cable, of course. I don't even look on cable anymore because it's nothing I'm going to really like. And we really can't find anything. It's
Yeah.
really difficult to
Yes.
find something that we like.
That's very true. Well, you'll get a kick out of the film festival because then one movie feature gets a big prize, and you wind up loving it from the beginning as you see them.
I think what's happening is there's so much creativity, and there's so much frustration. So the people that are not in the Hollywood bubble are creating stuff that is so interesting that when you go to these film festivals, you see content that you go, wow, this is really good. It's a shame it doesn't have a large audience.
Correct.
It's true. It's
And
right. It's very
how are
true.
we going to fix that? I'm not sure.
Well, you will need to be picked up by either
yes.
a Netflix, a Paramount, a Peacock, a show, somebody
Right. Exactly.
to do this.
No, well, I also do book events sometimes.
Okay.
And we did one where
Oh.
we only brought people in that were Long Island book authors, and it was great. And I'll tell you, that's another thing that
We need
I
to
work
talk
with.
about.
Yes, I
because
can help you a lot.
actually, because at the Royalton on the Greens in Melville, actually our cocktail room is set up with books and shelves. It's beautiful, and
It's a nice spot to do a book a day.
yeah, it really is. And of
So-
course, then our cocktail room at the Royalton Mansion, it also reminds me of that too.
It's all right.
But we take them down. Brides come in. They put all their photographs.
Right.
So,
oh,
yeah.
so it's different. So we'll meet separately,
Yes.
to talk about that.
Oh, absolutely.
But I'll never forget the day of the book event. My best, very dear friend, she's in the book, you'll see.
Mm-hmm.
She died that day. She never made it. And she was young. Her name was Joanne. And
that's
she
awful.
passed away the day of the book event. She never got there. And we planned it for a year. But my book is dedicated to her because she's the one that pushed me
lovely.
into starting the Breakfast Club. 'Cause
Amazing.
We both lost our jobs.
Oh my God,
20 years
amazing.
ago.
And
Yeah.
how big was your book club?
Oh, it wasn't a club. It was the Breakfast Club that turned into like 500 people at one time.
Wow.
But now it's more different. It's one-on-one.
Right.
It's coaching. All the
Right.
women in my book wrote their own now.
Amazing.
Yeah, so,
I'm gonna
but
read
getting
it.
back to how do people reach you to come Mother's Day? And
Well, you of course call for a reservation, which is, the Royalty Mansion, 516-625-9101. Call for a reservation. Hopefully we have a couple of seatings left.
and your website so that they can look
Oh,
when you're having another brunch or other
Yes,
stuff?
everything will be up on the website. This is on the website as a pop-up. And hopefully we're going to continue from here and have special events.
And brides.
Absolutely. Brides.
So,
Brides,
have
brides,
you ever had
brides.
a bridal show or no?
No, haven't had a bridal show.
That's a tough one because
That-
it's expensive.
Yeah, because you know what? A lot of these, like
It's-
Kleinfelds, they have, a big,
Yes.
showroom where they're going to have things like that. So it really hasn't had a niche for that.
Yes.
But we also do Long Island Plastic Surgeons. We also do their breast cancer
well,
summit.
we know them, yes.
They do that every
Yes,
October.
and Northwell comes, they've been on twice. Yeah.
Yes, in Northwell, we host many departments.
That's great.
For Northwell. We've been doing for many years.
Very good. Well, I'm sure you're going to hear from people. Well, I know we're going to come and visit.
Absolutely.
Oh,
yes.
absolutely. Can't wait for the two of you to
Now,
come and take a tour.
Speaking about Mother's Day,
Yes.
we have another slide from Teddy from Aura Pure Jewelers, who's sponsoring the show. And he has great jewelry. He's in Franklin Square. You have to go see him. Teddy's slide. We have Aura Pure Jewelers. There he is. That's him in the corner. He treats everybody like family. And when you go to Teddy and have a spot in his jewelry store, you get cappuccino, you get cookies, and it's like being in a movie because the people that come in and out, sometimes he gives food to people. Depends on who's coming in.
I love
visiting.
it.
And I spend an hour there when I go. So Teddy and Christina, thank you. And if you need a gift, give Mom a literary treat. Buy the book, From Fire to Freedom. Every woman in this book can identify with it because at some point in your life, you're going to get let go. You're going to have an
Sure.
ex. You're going to do something. It's going to be medical, and you're going to need, some life of what to do next.
Agreed.
And that's what I do when I do my coaching. And it's a great Mother's Day coming up. And one of the newest little tag gifts is called Apple AirTags. Okay, and they keep track of your handbag, your wallet, and your luggage.
I have them.
You have it already.
Yes, I do.
Okay, and the battery can be replaced easily and will last more than a year. So they're $99,
Yep.
and they're called Apple AirTags, and they come in 4 packs.
Yep.
So that's
Fabulous.
a great Mother's Day gift.
great
So
gift.
you put it on your.
You put it in your bag. You put it in your wallet. If you have a keychain, your key, you can put it in there. This way you could track it on your phone, see where it got. If you lose anything, you know where it is.
Pretty cool.
See, that was funny. You already have one. I just read about it yesterday in the paper. So
Yeah.
you always think about something different for Mom. Now, look, in the movie, they buy me a gift for my birthday, and everybody has a fit because you can't decide.
Right.
Because the brother didn't tell the brother, and they all had a fight over my birthday gift.
I had one of those Apple AirTags, but I lost it.
Well, there
You
you
lost
go.
the tag.
No, I'm kidding.
So remember the movie when that happened with the gift?
Yes.
Yeah, it was like a big scene over my birthday gift. And then whenever anyone would come in and give me a
'cause
gift,
my
I'd
character-
say, put it over there.
No, see, my character gave you an extra gift, and the other brothers were upset over that because we chipped in to get her a gift. Then my character found something that she liked and picked
funny.
it up, and they got mad because
There's a
they
big
said
fight over
now
it.
she's going to hold it against them. But
So I can't tell you what a great story this is and how much I've enjoyed.
because
Thank
that's
you,
how
Jerry.
families are, really. I mean,
Well, especially
they're-
Italians.
especially with a pain
That's-
in the neck for a mother.
I think
you know?
Italians and Jewish families have that kind of good closeness and a little fight, So there's the clip that we were in Newsday a few weeks ago.
Oh, how great!
And there I am with my son.
Oh,
And
I
that's-
love it.
That's
she's well, I can't
well,
say what
sort
her
of like a
character
family.
is. That's Debbie from the South Shore Theater.
yes, in Lindenhurst. She owns a theater.
She owns the theater, South Shore Theater, and she helps us out a lot with that too. So great! It's a great cast.
It
It's
is.
a
I
great
can't
cast,
wait to
great
come
bunch
back.
of people, and we're gonna get rolling in June filming.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
So
Yeah,
we're
we'll be
excited
back. We
about
took
that.
we had about what 4-month break, 3-month break.
Longer than that.
Feels like it's forever.
Why
Yeah.
so long?
Writing.
He has to write. He's the man.
I
He
mean,
does it all.
Right. It's not an easy thing to do. We function like a studio, and
Yeah.
we don't have the manpower or the budget.
Are you
know.
writing by yourself?
Yes, I've written
That's
the whole
it, guys.
series. and,
By yourself?
Yes.
That's
Okay.
it, guys. Happy Mother's Day. Look what I got.
Yay.
Yes,
Thank you
and
for
unfortunately,
coming.
we're all in black, and there's powdered sugar all over that. So.
Thank you for coming. This has been great. You're a
Thank you.
doll.
Oh.
So glad you came.
Thank you.
Jerry, thanks for picking up the slack.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Hey, look, that's what life's about, right?
Sure is.
Happy Mother's Day to everybody.
Yes, happy Mother's
And
Day.
remember, your mom is your mom forever.
Come join us at the Royalty Mansion.
And also,
Hundreds.
we got 32 seconds left.
What are we gonna do with those 32
Say
seconds?
something
I
about
know.
your mom.
Well, I'm gonna get Mom because she's begging me to get her out to. She's gonna be 92 years old. I'm gonna get her out to see a show. Go to themutantkings.com, see where the band's playing. You'll come out. You'll get to meet Mom this summer. New York Long Island Film Festival, nyliff.com. Come to the festival. It's in October. And be nice to your moms. Love your moms.
Absolutely.
Take care of your moms.
And that's a wrap.
Thank you.